community. Society encompasses communities, individuals, institutions, what we were discussing yesterday. So societal development is much broader than social. Okay, then we'll start to vote on the specifics. For education to lead to further development, result in social development, or result in societal development. All in favor of lead to further development, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. All in favor, is that, okay, 13. All in favor of social development? 1. All in favor of societal development? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that your hand up there? No. Okay. So get rid of social. For education to lead to further development. A population, all in favor of must, raise their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh gosh. Okay, keep it. Raise your hand high and leave it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Can I have a comment?
Yes, you may comment.
Could we vote as well whether we want to say a population or all people, because it's still this likely idea of a population doing anything.
Okay.
Like asking or like population asking questions to me. I mean, from a style perspective, it's kind of disliked.
In that case, I would also propose instead of people, persons.
Yes.
Murga.
Yes, Murga.
Is it, I don't know if in English is correct, every member of a population?
Every member of a population, insert that, please. Jordan?
I was thinking that everybody, it seems, are we talking about within one country? I mean, is that already understood? Or one area, is that already understood? Or is it all people?
It's purposefully vague as far as I know. Paul?
I propose every member of a population because that is like keeping the individuality, but it's also sort of taking care of Jordan's.
Okay, all in favor of every member of a population, raise their hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, vast majority. Okay. Okay, we therefore get to the difference between words must and should. To clarify before we vote, must means that it's a requirement. For education to lead to further development, every member of a population has to at least ask or know, whatever we decide on next, what they're working towards. Should is, it would be good if they did, but it's not necessary. That's the difference between the words.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with the whole tenor of that sentence, can you think of something the population should aim towards? What should it actually say? What can you suggest? I know we don't suggest an answer in this paragraph, but what sort of answers would you like to get?
Any suggestions?
Well, most people think that you can't ask that from modern society. The only thing societies know they want to do is survive. That's why they're so good at fighting wars in their defence. That's the only thing which unites an entire population. Otherwise, people are free to negotiate their own individual ends. There are different alternative modes of salvation, whether it be religions, there are different associations like politics or sport or academic achievement, whatever it might be.
That's why we want the word must, or that's why I support the word must. Because, yeah.
Okay, Jordan?
I don't think that it's necessary to have every single person in society ask themselves and come up with this answer of where their society is leading them is a prerequisite for having further education or further development, because that would be insane. It's impossible to say that this is going to happen.
Paul?
First of all, we're not saying what is going to happen, but what should happen, a vision. And we're also not asking, they're not asking where society is leading, they're asking how they should contribute to it.
That's not stated.
That wasn't what my point was.
it's working towards, not how they're going to contribute to it. There's a difference
Well, there's an addition there that does.
in how they should fulfill their responsibility.
Because
So raise your hand before, thank you. But go ahead.
I think that it says for education to lead to further development. Like, that's what the goal is. That's what the end result would be. And now every member must ask themselves. I mean, that's saying that either if they don't ask themselves this, then it's not going to lead to further development. I don't believe that that's true. I don't believe that that's true. It's not true. You can be really dumb and just not ever ask yourself anything.
But is that what we want to promote?
No, I'm saying that every single
Okay.
person in society has to ask
Guys,
themselves this.
thank you. We'll get into the discussion of everything later on. Right now, let's work on the sentence. We have a few options at this point. For education to lead to further development, every member of a population must or should ask or know what they are or their population, society, or community is working towards. Possible addition of and how they should fulfill their responsibility. Maricela?
May I just say that maybe society or community is overwording, because if you are talking about a population, you are assuming that they are living in a society or community. And it's just tiny words, but that's just my...
Sorry, raise your hand, Paul.
Yes.
I propose to keep they are and chop all the population, society, or community because they're a member of the population already. And I would also keep the addition, how they should fulfill, but I would say how they should contribute.
Okay. Put in that and contribute. Others?
My comment was like, just to say that if we decided in paragraph number 2 that we wanted to keep society, we should keep just the wording instead of our community.
Okay. Maricela?
In defense of responsibility, I think it said it's not mentioned enough lately, and I think it's necessary to emphasize that.
Okay, thank you. Regarding responsibility, it could also be responsibly contribute. Just as an alternative option. Okay, let's then vote on whether it's assessed whether every member of a population must or should. All in favor of must? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should? Perfect tie. Okay.
You understand this?
Peter?
I delete the whole sentence.
You delete the entire sentence.
Without actually saying what we think, touting some ideas of what we believe is wrong. I think this is simply meaningless.
Say that once more.
Without actually saying what we think education, skills, creativity and ability should be used for, I think that most of this paragraph is meaningless.
Okay.
They're for development, and we've already defined what development is in paragraph 2.
Jan?
Could you go down?
I'm sorry.
We're still debating on must or should, right?
Yes.
Well, I totally support Jordan because I think that, we kind of, must, it would say, like you have to, if you don't do it, you're doomed or whatever, and we're saying, if you do it, you're going to facilitate the development, but if you don't do it, you're not going to harness it in any way.
Okay, Jordan was first.
I agree with myself on that, but then maybe we can change it back to kind of collectively as a society or as a population. Collectively, we kind of have to ask ourselves in the collective mind of